Well, as the World Cup moves into the latter stages, business is starting to heat up in the Premier League. For more on the latest transfer news, as you can see, I'm joined by James Savundra. James, we've seen some major midfield moves already in the Premier League. Looking like Manchester United might be next in line to make a move. Who are they looking at?
Well, Aurelien Tchouameni and Alex Scott remain very high on their list of midfield targets. They've missed out on Mateus Fernandes. He's joining Tottenham. We've seen Elliot Anderson go to Manchester City. Sandro Tonali will be confirmed very soon as a Spurs player as well. And we know midfield is the priority for Manchester United in this transfer window. So I mentioned those two players there. In terms of other players on this list, Felix Mecha, Ayoub Boadi, Sander Berge at Fulham and Eduardo Camavinga at Real Madrid. Now, the situation around the two Real Madrid players is slightly confused here because Real Madrid themselves are looking for a revamp in midfield this summer. So if they are to bring in a midfielder, we know they've been looking at the likes of Rodri. They put out a statement about Enzo Fernandez, which we'll get onto later today. But if there is room for them to move on one midfielder, it's felt Camavinga could be the player who departs. So that could be a potential alternative for Manchester United. But it feels like Alex Scott and Tchouameni are two of the top targets right now.
Breaking transfer news from Manchester United. Let's get straight to our reporter Dan Khan, who's in Manchester for us. Dan, what's the news?
Good evening, Bella. Well, look, a week ago, Manchester United hadn't signed a player this summer, but now they have their third this week, and that is Youri Tielemans. He is a Manchester United player confirmed by the club in the last 60 seconds. He signs a contract at Manchester United until June 2031. By my maths, that is a 5-year contract at Manchester United for the 29-year-old Belgian.
Yep, Gal, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, the big breaking news comes from Manchester United. They've announced in the past few moments that they have completed the signing of Andre Santos, the midfielder from Chelsea. The deal is worth £50 million. It's an initial £48 million plus £2 million in performance-related add-ons. The contract is for 5 years until 2031.
Please like and subscribe.